Alright, we're recording with the BLU... Yeah, I don't like that. This is the first thing I'm going to say about this phone is that the notifications go off when you're using the camera. So that's kind of not a good programming decision there. Anyway, this is a video test of the BLU Advance 5.0 HD camera. It has an 8 megapixel camera. You can shoot at 480p, 720p, and 1080p. I have it on 1080p mode right now. I'm not sure how native 1080p is because I'm noticing a lot of pixelation and noise and stuff on the screen. I apologize for the noises. Let's see if I can mute that. I guess that took a picture. Whatever. Anyhow, there's my other phone making noise. Here's the cube, just like we did with the last video. There's the boombox, which seems to have a more... The color seems washed out on this phone in particular. This is a $70 smartphone, though. So for what you're getting for $70, it's passable, I would say. You go to low light, though, where it slows down the shutter speed, it looks really awful and blurry, as you can see. Let's say if I... wonder if there's a way I can turn the light on, like with the last one. Doesn't look like it, but the quality is not very good. I can tell you that. So that's a brief indoor test. We'll do more tests with the resolution stuff when I go outside. Okay, we're doing the outdoor portion of the test now. This thing seems to do a hell of a lot better in good lighting. In low light, it seems to really pixelate and look nasty and be, in general, just be kind of awful. These are just some pictures of plants. It's still kind of gloomy out for whatever reason. There you go, kitty. And Froggo. I'm noticing already there doesn't seem to be much steadying of the video when you walk around with this phone. There's some color there. I know from trying this once the microphone is not fantastic on this. It's good enough, but it's not great. Like if you brought this phone to a concert and tried to film with it, you'd be a joke. Although I wouldn't film at a concert with a phone anyway, just because the video is usually really bad. And if you did it with a phone like this, it'd be even worse. So there you have it. There's the birdhouse. Let's see if it or the bird, not a birdhouse, bird feeder. Usually things wash out on that, or on that one back there. Let's zoom to that. Got the pinch? Yeah, at the pinch. Ooh, that's a... Oh, look at that. That's pretty awful. 4x zoom. Okay. Let's head down to the pond. Take a gander. There you go. So this is 1080p. Let's try 720 next. Okay, now we're filming in 720p. See how good this is as I walk around the pond a little bit. All these plants and stuff here. Okay, let's try 480p. Okay, here's 480p. This is what the phone came set to by default. There's that covered bench and everything. Some more water. Anyhow, that's your 480p mode. Let's go back to 1080. Alright, we're back to 1080p. So what do I think of this phone so far? This is this BLU phone. It was about $70, so I kind of wanted to see what a $70 phone would be like. It's actually a pretty good phone. You know, just as a normal phone, messaging people and calling and whatnot, it works fine. You know, has a removable battery, an SD card slot, dual SIM slots. It's pretty handy for that. But the camera on this is not great. The phone design itself is actually pretty good. The back on it is a pain in the ass to get off, though. You really have to pick at it, and it feels like you're breaking it when you take it off, but you're really not. It's just a tough back to get off. So, yeah, there's that whole whole deal. Other than that, BLU makes some decent phones if you can get them with the right specs. This has, I think, a quad-core MediaTek SoC with a gig of RAM in it. So if you can get one of these with a gig of RAM in it, it's not so bad. Plus, this also had Marshmallow pre-installed. So it was a new version of Android. I could put apps on the SD card. It was, you know, you can get a pretty good bang for your buck with these lower end phones. Let's try the front camera. Okay, here's the front camera, which I think is a VGA camera, if I recall. So I don't know how good it is. It looks okay on the screen, but it might not be so okay when I actually see it on the computer. So yeah, this phone isn't bad for what you pay. For $70, this is not terrible. I could survive on this phone no problem, assuming I have a couple of batteries. You know, if I go on vacation and I need long battery life, I don't want to have to worry about, you know, USB batteries and stuff like that. I like the removable battery option. That's really nice. It has a headphone jack, which, you know, some of the flagships don't these days. Overall, not terrible. I've seen a lot worse than this, and it's a lightly skinned version of Android too, so they don't really screw it up a whole lot. You know, I could use this, and I'd be happy with it. Relatively happy. I mean, it wouldn't be 100%, but I could definitely survive on it without too much of an issue. So there you have it. Doesn't stack up to the Motorola's that I've had at all. I think Motorola does the best job of anyone with Android phones, but as far as these low-end ones, where BLU is concerned, they're not bad. I mean, if you destroy your flagship phone and you just need something that's cheap and to survive on, one of these BLU phones that has the right specs for you and the right operating system isn't a bad choice. I could use it. I'll probably keep this around just to see what these phones are like in the long term. So yeah, there you have it. Alright, back to the front camera, back to 1080p. Let's do our walk back to this patio here and call it good as far as this test goes.